Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on June 30th, 2020. Beijing passes security law for Hong Kong. On Tuesday, Chinese government officially passed national security legislation for Hong Kong, setting the stage for the most radical changes to the former British colony since 1997. More details are expected to publish later today. Overall, the law is the response to last year's often violent pro-democracy protests in the city and aims to tackle subversion, terrorism, separatism, and collusion with foreign forces. This move raised even more criticism from the United States, Britain, and other Western governments, with the U.S. began eliminating Hong Kong's special status under American law, halting defense exports and restricting the territory's access to high-technology products. World's markets rise amid strong economic data. Global stock markets surged on Tuesday amid strong data from China showed that country's manufacturing purchasing managers index surpassed analysts' expectations, rising to 50.9 in June from May's 50.6. Sentiments were also supported by overnight gains on Wall Street thanks to strong housing data. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan increased 0.9%, while shares in China gained 0.72%. Japan's Nikkei jumped 2% due to an easing of decline in Japanese industrial production. Hong Kong stocks soared 1.18%, despite the Chinese parliament's passage for a national security law. Meantime, U.S. stock futures, the S&P 500 E-minis, were 0.23% higher, while on the previous session, the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 2.32%. The S&P 500 surged 1.47%, and the Nasdaq Composite added 1.2%. FAA provides test flights for Boeing 737 MAX. American aircraft manufacturer Boeing started long-delayed flight tests of its redesigned airliner 737 MAX with regulators at the controls, hoping to get an approval and rebuild its reputation after fatal crashes. The long-awaited certification test flights, which began on Monday and scheduled over 3 days, are provided by pilots from the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration. After the flights are completed, the FAA will analyze test data and approve new pilot training procedures. If that happens, the jet is on the path to resume U.S. service before year-end. Amid this news, Boeing shares closed 14.4% higher at $194.49 on Monday. UK economy falls, urging citizens to save more. As the Britain's economy continued to fall due to the coronavirus crisis, country's citizens are responding to this by slashing spending and saving more. On Tuesday, data from Office for National Statistics showed that the UK economy dropped by 2.2%, slightly more than predicted 2% decline. However, the real damage inflicted by the pandemic will be seen in the second quarter. Separate figures showed that current payments deficit increased to £21.1 billion, $26 billion in the first quarter, that equivalent of 3.8% of GDP. While the government provides wage subsidies, meaning that British workers are experiencing only a limited loss of income, the saving rate, which reached 8.6% in the first quarter, is expected to climb further.